It's getting hard for me to hold my own, 'cause nobody wants to be in love alone. That's from a song called Say So by JoJo and PJ Morton. Morton. What's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Thursday. And I wanted to start that video this way because nobody wants to be in love alone. You got two people, but only one of y'all in love. That's a problem. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer as of right now. No, I am not talking about being my husband. Me and my husband are okay. We fight like normal people. We love like normal people. And we argue like normal people. But before I actually go into detail about my topic, let me say this about us. Women have it bad. I can't say men, but I can say women because I'm a woman. We quick to see another woman be in love with a man and give her all, or loan out a car, or, cook them breakfast or cook them dinner or give them a couple of dollars because they need a couple of dollars for work or whatever. We quick to call another woman dumb. She dumb. She stupid. I wouldn't do it. I ain't gonna do it. And at some point in time in all of our lives, we have loved somebody and been their fool. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. I don't need you looking crazy. I need to about, well, I ain't never did it. You have loved somebody and been a fool. You might not have financially helped them, but you've aided and abated them some kind of way. And guess what? They were no good for you. They were no good to you. They were no good for you. But you loved the hell out of them. And in some kind of way, you helped them. Might not have been financially, I'm going to say again, but you provided, you helped them. So, we as women need to stop that. I notice we do a lot of that. She's stupid, I wouldn't do that. You don't know what you'll do until you run up on that one that rock your world, or until you run up on that one that shake your biscuits and make you want a pancake. Come on now, somebody. But on the real, it's a little story time. I married my husband January the 4th of 2019. Y'all know that they've been rocking with me. Well, before I married my husband, I was really, really invested into this man. He and I were very, very close. Great guy. And I have nothing bad to say about him during this video. We were close, and I was just convinced this man was the man the Lord had sent me to marry. You could not have told me otherwise. I would have slapped you down. I mean, he was a church man. He was a praying man. He was a working hard man. He was a nice looking man. He was a well-dressed man. We could talk about Othello and Shakespeare and Abraham to Jacob to Isaac. There is nothing we couldn't discuss. And there are no details of my life he ever held me in judgment of. None. I could tell him anything. And he just made me so comfortable. He was so well in tuned, and he knew so much about women. He said because he read magazines when he was younger about women. So he was really in tune to women, for real. And he was just fabulous. That's just all I can say. And I was just fabulously in love with him. But he didn't love me like that. And I did say like that. And I went as far as writing out to the Lord. Writing out a prayer. Lord, help him to open his eyes. Open his eyes, Lord. Touch his heart. Help him to see that I'm his wife. Help him to see that I'm the one for him. And looking back over there now, we can do some crazy stuff when we're in dire need. Now, I want you to understand something. Y'all finna trip out. January the 4th of 2018, this man that was not in love with me asked me to marry him. You heard me correct. January 4th, 2018. This man asked me to marry him. It was not in love with me. But I got married to my husband I'm married to now on January 4th, 2019. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? We'll talk about that in a minute, though. I love this man. He was good on the outside. But there were some things inside with both of us that were not well matched. And now, after going through the hurt, because I was hurt when he told me, I don't love you like that. I'll never love, basically, I'll never love you or see you that way. I've tried. I can't. It's more of a sister-brother type love. I was crushed. Because in my head, I'm saying, Jigga, I don't want to be your sister. I want to be your old lady. But now I understand some things I didn't understand now. And I see some things that I didn't see back then because I was blinded. I was too close to the situation to see what was really going on. And I thank God that it panned out like it did. So, January the 4th of 2019, I married Jimmy. When I married Jimmy, I loved Jimmy. Me and Jimmy had shared a child together. The child died. And that's a bond me and Jimmy will share forever. If we never had gotten married, we still shared that bond, tight-knit, because we went through that together. We lived through that together. We were both there through that. That's a storm we rode in together. And that's a bond that's unbreakable when you lose a child together. Nevertheless, when I married Jimmy, I was hurt. I couldn't understand why the man I wanted didn't want me. But here I have this man, Jimmy, in my face, asked me 3 times to marry him. And I'm like, no, because I'm still wanting to play, play in the streets, be a playgirl, I'm like, no, I'm not ready. And I'm a part of me thinking, well, maybe this other dude will come around to his senses, and I don't want to close this door. But the Lord nudged me and said, it's not about what you think it should look like. It's not about how you think it should be wrapped in. It's not about how you think it should go. It's my will. And I went to a store, a local store, and a woman was in there, a salesperson, and she was saying, I was saying, well, he's he's an alcoholic, he's a drunk. And she said, my husband was a drunk too. I said, what? She said, yeah. She said, my mama talked about my husband so bad and this, that, and the other, and you shouldn't marry him. You shouldn't want him because he's a drunk, and all he do is stay in the street and get drunk and come home and do what he do. She said, now my husband's sitting on the deacon board and hadn't had a drink in 15 years. She said, baby, she said, don't look at your now. Look at what your could be. See, we always looking at a person for what they are now. I'm not perfect. Please understand. I am very far from perfect. He not perfect. But he was perfect for me. Last year around this time, y'all, I remember I had defibrillator surgery. I went through 2 traumatic surgeries, if you think about it, back to back. Last year, I had 2 defibrillator surgeries during this time. If you go back and run the videos, you'll see it. And my husband bathed me every day and never said a word, never complained, cooked clean, never said not one thing. I had the groin surgery where they had to go through the groin and do the 2 clips on the heart. And I bounced back really well from that. That was a lot of prayer went up for me, and I thank y'all that prayed. But that woman told me I'd be down like 2 weeks. I was down one day, real talk, one day. And kind of, I had some issues with being sore. I had some pain, but I was able to move around quicker than what I anticipated. But if I had been down 2 weeks, my husband would have rolled it out with me and did what he had to do. If Tasha needs something, we're not rich. We got a little struggling going on, but it's okay. But I'll say this. He'll give me anything he has, and he'll do anything that I ask him to do. And yes, he's flawed in the fact of, I don't like his drunk personality, because his drunk personality can be obnoxious. But I had to learn that I got a personality too that can be obnoxious, and she don't even drink. So you got to learn to love people for who they are, and learn to love people that want to love you. I'm not saying just because a person loves you, you should be with them. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am telling you is your heart knows. Your heart and your mind knows. Your spirit knows. I'm not going to say the heart, because the heart is the most deceitful thing, the Bible says in Jeremiah. It says the heart is deceitful and wicked. So the heart will deceive you. People say, listen to your heart. Sometimes you need to stop listening to your heart, listen to your head. But your spirit knows. And when I took those vows January 4th of 2019, and my husband looked at me in a way he never has looked at me before in the 17 years we've known each other, I knew he loved me. Now me, I'm not going to lie. I married out of hurt. I married because I loved him. I do love him. But I was pained. And then I said, he took me through hell. When I loved him and we were living on Mimosa Street and we had the baby girl, he didn't love me like I loved him. And I had to let all that go. Love who loves you. And sometimes, because the people in the streets, oh, he ain't nothing but a drunk. Well, let me explain something to you. Y'all get drunk Jimmy in the street. Tasha get a different Jimmy home. Jimmy not going to show you what he did. Jimmy going to talk trash. That's who he is. But Jimmy's not obligated to show you what he do for me, how he treat me. He doesn't mistreat me, doesn't mishandle me, never put his hands on me, although there once was a rumor going down. And it was so funny. He said, hell, if anything, she beats the hell out of me. Which y'all don't believe that, do you? Anyway, we're going to move past that. We're going to talk about that. Going past that now. Anyway, but seriously, he's who he is. He talks trash, but at the end of the day, if I say, baby, at 3 o'clock in the morning, come rub my back. Look at here, woman. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. But he's going to be rubbing my back. And I think that trumps anything, anyone's opinion, anyone's thoughts, what they have to say. I know my husband loves me because I'm telling y'all, and I'm going to be very honest with you, I have a very tough mouth. And when I say I have a very tough mouth, I am a Pisces. I can say words that will cut you down, and you can be 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall. When I get through talking about you and your manhood, you will be 2.5 inches tall. And that's real talk. And I know, because I ran the streets. I was a thug queen, being real. I ain't always been no church girl. I'm sorry to y'all church people that's been holy. I ain't always been holy. And baby, I could put them up, put them down. So I know he loved me because he ain't bust my head open. Because some things I said to him when we first got married, any other man would have beat the hell out of me. Because I was very disrespectful, I must be honest. People like to get on here and lie. I know I'm going to tell the truth on me. I was very disrespectful. I was 40 years old. I had been on my own. And I felt like I don't need nobody to tell me to do a damn thing. And you coming into my stuff. You coming into my house. This is mine. No, it don't work like that. And God broke me down real quick and said, do you not remember when you didn't have nothing? Do we need to go back there? So we learned and we grow over a year. That first year was bump as hell, but we rolled the curve and rolled through it, and I thank God for it. The institution of marriage is more than a ring and a wedding dress. It's deeper than that. It's real about commitment and two people willing to work together to make even the worst days filled with love. Now, y'all ain't gonna like each other every day. Hell, if you be honest, I don't like my kids every day. When they were growing up, I ain't like them every day because they bad as hell. But I love them every day. Love them every day. So, I know what it is like to be in love with someone who doesn't love you. And I know what it's like to love someone and to get love back. And I wouldn't trade to be loved and loved for nothing. Because it hurts like hell when your heart is open and you're willing to do anything for someone and they just don't love you the way you love them. But hold on. Queens don't settle for bozo. Hold on and wait for your boy ass. And I'm not telling you that because I got a husband. Because like I said, I had made up in my mind after the other relationship didn't work out that I thought was the one for me. I had made up in my mind, I'm just going to be a play girl the rest of my life. I'm just going to do what I do. In and out and go by a boy and do what you do with that. But God knows. He really does. And he knows the exact time to give you what you need in your life. Because you might think you're ready for it. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily ready for it. So this video is long enough. I hope that you watch. And don't kill my watch time. I mean that. And I hope that you get something out of this video seriously. And just know that loving the wrong person, you can do all the right things, but it's only going to waste if you're loving the wrong person that doesn't love you. Like, comment down below. If you like me, subscribe. God bless. Have a great Thursday.